Hello, everyone. Murphy Daly here with a moment of wonder on Written by Murphy. And if you are listening live right now, let me know. Put a 1 in the comment or send me up some hearts, bubble up some hearts. If you're listening later on the replay, please let me know. I want to hear you say replay. Let me know because this is a conversation. Today is a heavy day for me because it's the anniversary of my father's death. And also yesterday, my doggy died. So that's rough. And I thought, well, when you get to the part where you're saying goodbye to people and creatures that you love, you think about what life is about. So when my father died a year ago, it made me think about, what do I want to do with life? How can I really enjoy the life that I have? And I realized I love reading so much. I should embrace it, Oh, someone joined. I love reading, so I started reading even more than I had. So reading so much made me want to talk about it. The things I always did when reading was I kind of assumed that other people don't do that. It is a solitary thing to do. Reading is solitary. So I would solitarily read, and I read so much that a lot of people didn't really, they couldn't keep up with me, and it was like, this is what I do, and I don't talk about it. But I decided that I want to be open and share what I love. So I'm going to talk about books and death here right now. I recently read, and I mentioned some of the comments. I forget who wrote it, but When Breath Becomes Air is a gorgeous, gorgeous book about a man actually in the process of dying and how much he loved his life and how much he wanted from life, and the process of going through his huge desires as a young man, as a physician and writer, a person who also loved books and writing, and a physician, a scientist. I have a lot of love for this guy, and how he, in the middle of all this, contracted cancer and ended up dying. It's a gorgeous book. It's sad. It's amazing. I recommend it. And also, I just finished, not so long ago, Being Mortal by Atul Gawande, who's also a great author. All of his books are great. And he's a non-fiction guy. He likes to write about what's around. And Being Mortal talks a lot about the process of, as a doctor, what it's like to help people through the last process of life, and what we do for people who are aging and who are doing the thing that we do, which is get old and die. And that shouldn't be a shock, and yet we always seem to feel that it is. For the people that we love, it always seems that it is a shock. We weren't done with these people, and yet they are done with being here with us. So it feels like a shock, and yet Gawande says, we got to prepare for this. We have to examine what we're doing about it. On the whole, yes, each time, each individual person is a shock, but on the whole, let's look at our system and how we can best handle it, how I can handle it for me, knowing that I will die, and how society as a whole can handle it, how doctors can handle it, and how we can address it with honesty and true care. When I was with my father as he was slowly passing away, I have to sneeze. Maybe not. I found a book that was very helpful called Final Gifts, Understanding the Special Awareness, Needs, and Communications of the Dying, which was really beautiful. It was written by Maggie Callanan, who has experience with hospice and helping people as they go through this process. It's very hard for us. Oh my gosh, it's hard for us to help them and give them a different sort of support as we are saying, yes, it's okay to let go. And it was beautiful to hear someone describe for me, and I shared it with my mom too, about how to do that. I didn't put it in the list here, but there's also another book called The Year of Magical Thinking. Oh gosh, who wrote that? By a famous female author, and she does a lot of fiction. Year of Magical Thinking is about how she went through the first year of life after first year of living without her beloved husband. I believe it was her husband. Someone close to her died, and it seemed impossible to believe. So once again, that shock. How can this be? This person who was so close and integral to everything in me is gone. And Year of Magical Thinking was an interesting exploration of what that feels like, and I can recommend that. So, talking about all the books that I can think about on this day, there are more books, but those spring to mind right now. And that's what I wanted to share today. If you have, I guess I don't really have a question, but if you'd like to express your reaction or your feelings about any loss that you've suffered or a loss that you're facing, a lot of people have given me a lot of sympathy. So many people have given me sympathy on the loss of my dog, and I've been walking around crying today. Many people also gave me much sympathy when my father passed, and so that's very wonderful. And here I am sharing with you guys on this moment of wonder a few books that are on this topic. So thank you for being part of it, and give me some comments. Let's continue this conversation. Thank you.